Ever felt like you're running a business blindfolded when it comes to knowing your real labor costs? You're not alone. Most business owners have a handle on their workforce and the general employee expenses, but drawing the line at actual labor costs, not so much. This often leaves employers feeling like they're playing a guessing game when it comes to pricing adjustments and process improvements. So the question is, where do you start with understanding your true labor costs? Hi, I'm Mark Gresham, and today we're going to break down what truly goes into your labor costs, why it's so important for making sound business decisions, and how you can get started. Let's jump in. What are my labor costs? Labor costs can be broken down into two parts: direct and indirect costs. Direct labor costs are tied directly to producing goods or services, like paying a baker in a bakery. For instance, if a baker makes 100 cookies at $20 an hour, there's a direct labor cost of 20 cents per cookie. It's easy to see why having a basic understanding of your direct costs is important, because if I'm only charging 15 cents per cookie, I'm losing money. The cost I'm paying for that baker is directly attributed to the cost of the cookie being produced. Indirect labor costs, as you can imagine, are the costs indirectly related to producing the goods or services you are selling. To continue the bakery example, if I hire a marketing team to let my potential buyers know how awesome my cookies are, I have to pay my marketing team regardless of the production of my cookies. If my marketing manager is making $75,000 per year, I have to pay that person regardless of whether I made one cookie or 1,000 cookies. The wages I'm paying my marketing manager are indirectly related to the production of my cookies. While the principle holds true, the bakery example I just gave you is definitely an oversimplification of understanding real-life labor costs. But it does present a great place to start if you're like many small business leaders. You may not easily know the labor cost that goes into production of the goods and services you provide. I would encourage you to start by breaking down the labor for each role in your organization and assigning them to the appropriate department or category. A good baseline for your categories includes these three buckets: production labor, administrative labor, and owner labor costs. When you do this, make sure the associated costs for each group are also appropriately tracked, like payroll taxes for the people in the group and any other direct employee expenses. To set yourself up with even better data for long term, you can then break down production labor further as you see fit. For example, a restaurant owner may split the production labor into front of house and back of house. This could be the kitchen, bar, hostess, management, etc. For other businesses, you may want to break down administrative labor. Possible categories for this could be separating customer support sales and marketing teammates. Breaking down sales and marketing labor costs will specifically allow you to understand your cost of revenue acquisition. How much revenue is actually needed to determine the effectiveness of the sales and marketing team. In general, choose categories that matter for your business so you can collect data that will accurately match revenue to the people creating or producing it. This will allow you to understand the productivity of your team and their efficiencies that are being created by them. Once you have an idea of your direct and indirect labor, you can dive into pricing, profitability, margins, capacity, and the myriad running a profitable operation. When looking into the financials, you discover 3 bakers costing $150,000 per year, a sales and marketing team with an annual expense of $150,000, and an administrative support role at $45,000 per year, summing up a total labor cost of $345,000 annually. With the bakery churning out 100,000 cookies a year at $3 a cookie, it becomes apparent that the numbers don't add up. You ask yourself, how do we fix it? Understanding your labor costs provides a roadmap to pinpoint where the labor distribution might be unbalanced. It also offers insight into potential restructuring. For example, paying bakers based on production volume or shifting the sales and marketing team on a percentage of sales compensation model. By addressing these nuances in labor cost management, businesses can strategically align roles, optimize performance, and ultimately boost their overall profitability. While there are additional factors at play contributing to the financial challenges in my bakery, it's worth noting that in most businesses, personnel costs represent a substantial portion of overall expenses. If you want to find out how much hiring a new employee actually costs, check out the article link in the description. This category not only commands a substantial portion of your budget, but also offers a prime opportunity for strategic adjustments. It serves as a key area to implement tweaks that can motivate and incentivize your team, propelling them towards the achievement of common goals. Now, let's take a step back. Acquiring accurate labor data can pose a challenge for many small businesses. Why? Labor is something best managed in real time during scheduling, but then reviewed retrospectively during payroll processing. It's like the difference between looking through a windshield and then glancing in your rearview mirror. The result becomes your financial statements. The difficulty arises when operations, HR, finance, and accounting aren't synchronized in their processes. This makes getting accurate, timely labor data a really cumbersome task. In some small businesses, all these functions rest in the hands of one person or small team, which can make streamlining the process easier. But if you're feeling the pain of delayed data between your various teams, it may be worth looking into some new technologies or outsource options that can synchronize and synthesize your data efficiently. Where to actually start? First, grab a coffee and make a list of all the job titles in your organization and make sure these same job titles are appropriately set up within your payroll system. This alignment allows for the precise tracking of labor costs on a per-job basis within these systems. And as close to real time as possible. Lastly, make sure the people responsible for your operations have access to all this data so they can make informed decisions on a daily or weekly basis that can impact the overall goals of your organization. Your business may not have come with an owner's manual, but taking the time to understand your labor cost is a foundational step in growing a better business. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, where we're always offering tips and tricks to help your business thrive. And if you're looking for more support with streamlining your business processes, check out works.com. We're a team of payroll, HR, and insurance experts who love simplifying the complexities of running a business, and we'd love to help you get some time back and focus on what you really love about your business. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the One Step Better Business channel.